In a world where convenience often trumps health, one man made an astonishing choice that would dramatically shape his life. For 15 long years, he devoted himself to a daily ritual that many would consider excessive, consuming a staggering 7 liters of soda each day. Initially, he, like countless others, viewed soda as a harmless source of refreshment. The vibrant colors and effervescent fizz masked the dangers lurking beneath its sugary surface, enticing him with promises of instant energy and enjoyment. At first glance, the idea of drinking soda in such quantities might seem ludicrous, yet it was a decision rooted in habit and enjoyment. Family gatherings, late-night study sessions, and even mundane moments at home became synonymous with the sweet bubbles and familiar taste of his favorite soft drink. To him, it felt innocent, a quick thirst quencher that provided temporary relief from the drudgery of daily life. However, what once seemed like an innocuous indulgence began to reveal its darker side as time passed. As he poured each glass and consumed every last drop, he unknowingly set the stage for a series of health consequences that would alter not just his physical being but also challenge his perceptions about diet and wellness. This is the story of what happened to his organs, a cautionary tale born from years of neglecting moderation for the sake of convenience and pleasure. To fully understand the health implications of the man's prolonged soda consumption, it's crucial to examine the ingredients lurking within these seemingly innocent cans. At the core of every fizzy sip lies an alarming amount of sugar, far more than the daily recommended intake. Each liter can contain upwards of 100 grams of sugar, making his daily total equal to consuming more than 1.5 kilograms of sugar weekly. This excessive intake not only sets the stage for weight gain, but also invites a host of metabolic disorders, such as diabetes. But sugar is not alone in its harmful effects. Caffeine, another key ingredient, brings both energy and risk. While it may offer a temporary boost, overconsumption can lead to heightened anxiety, disrupted sleep patterns, and even increased heart rate. Coupled with this is a cocktail of artificial flavors and preservatives that not only create the refreshing taste, but also introduce chemicals that may affect overall well-being. These additives, often consumed without a second thought, can contribute to long-term health issues ranging from digestive problems to even impacts on mental health. The combination of high sugar levels, caffeine dependency, and synthetic ingredients forms a recipe for disaster within the body. The consequences of these components would soon unveil themselves in devastating ways, revealing that what once felt like a harmless indulgence was quietly wreaking havoc on his organs and overall health. The immediate effects of consuming such a staggering amount of soda daily began to manifest not long after the man embraced this lifestyle. His digestive system, overwhelmed by the relentless influx of sugar and carbonation, struggled to keep pace. The high acidity of soda led to digestive discomfort, bloating, and even acid reflux, creating a cycle of reliance on the very beverage that was causing his distress. Dental health quickly became another casualty of his soda consumption. The combination of sugar and acid posed a significant threat, promoting cavities and enamel erosion. Each sip was an invitation for bacteria to thrive, leading to painful dental issues that would require extensive treatment, a stark contrast to the enjoyment he initially sought. Energy levels, too, experienced tumultuous fluctuations. While the caffeine in soda provided brief bursts of alertness, it soon gave way to crashes that left him feeling lethargic and irritable. This cycle of highs and lows became his norm, creating a dependency on soda for energy that only exacerbated his overall fatigue. These immediate repercussions served as early warnings of the deeper health issues lurking on the horizon. What once seemed like a harmless habit quickly revealed itself as a source of discomfort and health complications, laying the groundwork for more severe damage to come. The delightful fizz and sweet taste masked a reality that would prove far from enjoyable as time went on. Years of consuming 7 liters of soda daily began to visibly impact the man's physique, his expanding waistline a stark testament to the habit's consequences. The sheer volume of sugar, amounting to hundreds of extra calories each day, steadily increased his body weight. Subtle at first, these changes soon became undeniable, escalating into obesity and its associated health problems. Studies consistently demonstrate the link between excessive soda intake and weight gain. Each sugary gulp not only added calories but also fueled cravings for more unhealthy foods, creating a self-perpetuating cycle that hindered healthier choices. The constant stream of high-fructose corn syrup worsened the problem, known to encourage fat storage and disrupt the body's natural hunger regulation. Obesity ushered in a wave of related health issues. His joints and organs bore the brunt of the increased weight, resulting in mobility problems and persistent pain. More worryingly, his risk of heart disease, hypertension, and sleep apnea dramatically increased. These complications served as grim reminders of how seemingly harmless choices can lead to severe outcomes. Gazing into the mirror, he saw a reflection transformed, a daily indulgence now a heavy burden. The transition from carefree enjoyment to battling obesity highlighted the profound repercussions of unchecked soda consumption, a stark warning etched onto his own body. As the years passed, the man's soda habit evolved from a simple worry about weight to a looming health crisis, the threat of type 2 diabetes. Each liter he drank delivered a massive sugar dose, often surpassing the recommended daily limit several times over. This constant sugar overload triggered his body's defenses, leading to insulin resistance. Insulin, crucial for regulating blood sugar, found itself struggling to manage the continuous glucose influx. Gradually, his body became less responsive to insulin signals, causing blood sugar levels to climb. This process was subtle, initially symptom-free. The man unknowingly approached a diagnosis that would reshape his life. The progression to type 2 diabetes is often slow, characterized by subtle shifts in energy and a growing sense of fatigue. His body's impaired ability to manage blood sugar not only drained his vitality, but also amplified his cravings for sugary treats, creating a vicious cycle that worsened his condition. Left unchecked, diabetes complications threatened his vision, kidney function, and cardiovascular health. What started as a seemingly harmless indulgence transformed into a ticking time bomb for his metabolic well-being. The pleasure once found in those sweet bubbles morphed into a life-altering challenge, underscoring the profound consequences of excessive sugar on overall health. His journey was no longer about simple gratification. It had become a fight against a stealthy disease poised to dictate his future. The man's daily indulgence of 7 liters of soda was beginning to manifest consequences far beyond weight gain and diabetes, ominously impacting his liver. The constant barrage of sugar, especially the fructose prevalent in many sodas, was triggering the onset of fatty liver disease. This condition arises from excessive fat accumulation within liver cells, hindering their normal function and causing inflammation. Medical research has increasingly demonstrated a strong correlation between fructose consumption and fatty liver disease, indicating that it can encourage fat buildup in the liver more acutely than other sugars. Each sugary gulp forced the man's liver to struggle, desperately attempting to process the overwhelming surge of sugar. As fat deposits grew, his liver's structure began to alter, slowly morphing from a healthy organ into one struggling with impaired function. Early indicators of fatty liver disease can be subtle, perhaps manifesting as fatigue or mild discomfort. However, as the condition progresses, more severe complications can arise, including fibrosis, scarring of the liver, and potentially cirrhosis, a state where healthy liver tissue is replaced by scar tissue. The implications extend beyond the individual's well-being. Fatty liver disease elevates the risk of cardiovascular problems and can complicate the management of diabetes. The man's plight serves as a sobering lesson on how a seemingly harmless habit can escalate into significant health concerns. What was once perceived as a refreshing treat had become a detrimental force, underscoring the vital need for moderation in dietary choices and the extensive effects of excessive sugar intake on organ function. The man's relentless soda habit began to impact his kidney health, adding another layer of risk to his daily routine. The high sugar and additive content in these beverages placed a significant burden on these vital organs. This constant strain threatened to disrupt normal kidney function, raising the specter of kidney stones, a painful condition resulting from crystallized waste products due to fluid and mineral imbalances. Studies have demonstrated a clear link between diets rich in sugary drinks and an increased likelihood of developing kidney stones. Excessive soda consumption not only contributes to dehydration, but also throws off the delicate balance of calcium and other minerals, fostering an environment ripe for stone formation. For him, this translated into a growing discomfort, with the possibility of future hospital visits looming large. Furthermore, prolonged soda consumption is associated with a heightened risk of chronic kidney disease. The kidneys, responsible for filtering blood and eliminating toxins, suffer when constantly bombarded with high sugar levels and other harmful substances present in soda. As his kidneys struggled to maintain their critical functions, he unknowingly faced the silent dangers of declining kidney health, a concerning trajectory that often progresses unnoticed until substantial damage has occurred. This convergence of risks highlights the critical importance of informed dietary decisions. What began as a seemingly harmless indulgence evolved into a significant threat to his overall well-being, illustrating the profound impact soda consumption can have on organ health, often beyond immediate awareness. The man's daily indulgence of 7 liters of soda began to encroach upon his heart's well-being. The excessive sugar and caffeine, hallmarks of such beverages, are well-documented culprits in cardiovascular ailments, notably hypertension and heart disease. This constant sugary deluge strained his arteries, elevating his blood pressure and placing undue stress on his heart muscle. Studies have consistently shown a link between diets rich in sugary drinks and a heightened risk of heart problems. Each sweetened gulp not only fueled weight gain but also triggered inflammatory responses within his system, potentially damaging blood vessels and disrupting the heart's natural rhythm. This slow burn increased his susceptibility to conditions like coronary artery disease and, in the worst-case scenario, myocardial infarction. Furthermore, soda consumption often intertwines with other lifestyle choices that amplify cardiovascular risks: a sedentary existence, inadequate nutrition, and obesity. These factors create a detrimental feedback loop where the heart suffers the most. The confluence of excess weight, elevated cholesterol from poor eating habits, and persistent high blood pressure presented a concerning prognosis for his cardiovascular future. What he once perceived as a harmless refreshment now loomed as a significant danger. His situation is a sobering illustration of how unchecked habits can precipitate severe health consequences, underscoring the vital importance of mindful consumption and balanced dietary practices to protect the heart's vitality. The man's soda habit didn't just harm his body, it significantly impacted his mental state. The sugars and caffeine prevalent in soda are known contributors to mood swings, anxiety, and even depression. Each can send a surge of sugar through him, causing rapid blood sugar spikes, followed by equally dramatic drops. These fluctuations left him irritable, drained, and emotionally fragile. He found himself struggling to concentrate, and his relationships began to suffer. The caffeine also played a negative role. Although initially providing a jolt of energy, continued reliance on it amplified his anxiety. The fleeting highs were often succeeded by debilitating lows, creating a turbulent cycle that clouded his mind. He found it difficult to sleep, further compounding his issues. Studies have linked excessive sugar consumption to an increased risk of depressive symptoms. This may be due to inflammatory responses triggered by high sugar levels, potentially impairing brain function. As the man continued to seek solace in soda, he unwittingly established a pattern that made him increasingly susceptible to mental health problems. His doctor warned him about the long-term consequences if he did not change his habits. What started as a simple indulgence morphed into a source of considerable distress, demonstrating the complex relationship between diet and mental wellness. The man's experience serves as a stark reminder that our dietary choices can profoundly affect both our physical and mental states. It underscores the importance of conscious consumption for overall well-being. He knew he needed to make a change, but breaking the cycle proved more challenging than he anticipated. The man's long-term consumption of 7 liters of soda each day for 15 years culminated in a cascade of health issues that dramatically altered his organ function. Each aspect of his health deteriorated, illustrating the cumulative impact of his choices over time. Firstly, his liver bore the brunt of this excessive intake. The development of fatty liver disease progressed to severe inflammation and dysfunction, leading to potential cirrhosis, an irreversible condition where healthy liver tissue is replaced by scar tissue. The very organ responsible for detoxifying his body was now compromised, threatening his overall well-being. His kidneys were not spared either. The constant overload of sugar and additives strained their filtering capabilities, increasing susceptibility to chronic kidney disease. This deterioration meant that his body struggled to eliminate waste effectively, putting him at risk for further complications. Cardiovascular health plummeted as well. Hypertension and elevated cholesterol levels emerged as direct consequences of poor dietary habits, paving the way for heart disease. The once strong muscles of his heart became burdened, affected by years of stress induced by excess weight and inflammation. Furthermore, chronic effects on mental health manifested in persistent anxiety and depression, likely exacerbated by the nutritional deficiencies bred from an imbalanced diet centered on soda. Ultimately, what began as a seemingly harmless indulgence spiraled into a profound decline in his bodily functions. This story serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the critical importance of moderation and the far-reaching consequences that can arise from neglecting one's health over an extended period. The man's experience is a powerful reminder that our choices shape not only our present but also our future well-being. Years of battling the repercussions of excessive soda intake eventually spurred a pivotal realization: change was imperative. Driven to restore his well-being, he began a transformative journey, reshaping his diet and lifestyle. Decisively cutting soda from his daily habits presented considerable hurdles. As he distanced himself from the sugary drinks, withdrawal symptoms emerged: fatigue, irritability, and intense cravings for sweets, as his system recalibrated to the absence of constant high sugar levels. Initially, the cravings felt insurmountable. Echoing the past solace he found in soda's sweetness, however, fortified with newfound determination, he explored healthier substitutes, opting for water, herbal infusions, and freshly squeezed juices to quench his thirst and rehydrate his body. Progressively, as soda vanished from his life, tangible improvements surfaced. His energy stabilized, and the constant bloating diminished. In time, he lost excess weight, enhancing his mobility and easing joint discomfort. By prioritizing nutrient-rich foods, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, he discovered a renewed sense of vitality and mental acuity. His psychological state also benefited, mood fluctuations lessened, and anxiety receded as he embraced healthier routines. This metamorphosis transcended the physical; it signified a fundamental change in his perception of food and drink. His experience emphasizes the strength of perseverance and underscores the significance of mindful health choices. His past serves as a potent testament to the possibility of recovery, even after prolonged periods of detrimental habits, and illustrates how incremental steps toward informed choices can yield substantial enhancements in overall wellness. For 15 years, a man drank 7 liters of soda every day, a habit that now stands as a stark lesson in dietary moderation. Though a seemingly innocent refreshment, soda's accumulated effects can be devastating. His story highlights the extensive damage excessive sugar and caffeine can inflict, affecting both physical and mental well-being. His experience underscores the vital role of mindful consumption in maintaining health. Recognizing the hidden dangers in common drinks and exploring healthier alternatives is essential. Water, naturally flavored seltzers, and herbal teas offer refreshing options, free from the excessive sugars and additives found in sodas. Fresh juices or smoothies can also provide a nutritious boost while satisfying sweet cravings. Raising awareness about appropriate serving sizes and understanding nutritional labels empowers individuals to make informed beverage choices. Encouraging a diet rich in whole foods while limiting processed sugars can significantly improve health. Education on the long-term consequences of excessive soda consumption can motivate individuals to reconsider their habits. The man's path to recovery demonstrates that change is achievable, even after years of unhealthy practices. By embracing moderation and seeking alternatives, individuals can regain their health and vitality. Reevaluating our choices is crucial. It allows us to cultivate a more conscious relationship with what we consume, leading to a healthier future. His story is not just a cautionary tale, but a testament to the body's resilience and the power of informed choices. As we reflect on the man's journey and the profound effects of consuming 7 liters of soda daily for 15 years, it's essential to consider our own habits. Are we mindful of what we drink? The allure of sugary beverages can be strong, but it's crucial to recognize the long-term health consequences that may lurk beneath the surface. The negative impacts on organ health, mental well-being, and overall quality of life can be significant. Now is the time to evaluate your own consumption. Consider replacing soda with healthier options such as water, herbal teas, or infused waters. These alternatives can satisfy your thirst without overwhelming your body with sugar and additives. Engaging in this conscious decision-making process empowers you to take control of your health and foster a balanced lifestyle. Moreover, educating yourself about nutrition labels can help identify hidden sugars and high-calorie content in many beverages. By making informed choices, you can mitigate risks associated with excessive sugar intake and support your body in functioning at its best. Change is possible, and it often begins with a single step. Whether it's reducing soft drink consumption gradually or opting for healthier substitutes, every small effort counts. Embrace moderation and cultivate awareness in your dietary choices. Your body will thank you in the long run. Remember, prioritizing your health today paves the way for a brighter, healthier tomorrow. Choose wisely and nurture the strength within you to make lasting change.